Okay, so I made a video about Zoloft before, and I'd mentioned that I take it for OCD. This is like a little bit more of the what I don't like about it now. So I've noticed recently that I'm feeling like a lot more loss of motivation. I'm trying to factor in also that I did have a kid a few months ago. So it could be, lingering feelings of postpartum after. I just don't really want to do anything. Like, I had goals, I have things I want done, and I just stopped caring. It's like apathy for everything. It just doesn't matter, and I'm not going to do it. And I'm not upset about it, really. It just is. It's like I wasn't feeling any highs or lows. It was just a numb feeling, and that might be good for some people that have extreme moods and want to feel mellowed out, but I also want to feel things. I want to feel that really good excitement feeling. I don't want to feel the lows though. I'm a baby when it comes to that. It pisses me off. I feel like I am not getting enough sleep, and it's not about the baby because I'm not the one that has to stay with the baby all night. So I get sleep in that aspect, but I wake up and I don't feel refreshed anymore. I feel like, just a bag of bricks, is that the saying, or a bag of coal or something? And I just don't want to get out of bed. I just don't see anything that's making me want to get out of bed. But I also don't want to just lay there, because then I start feeling like an intense, extremely strong bored feeling. But after I get up, I also have that feeling like, man, it's just thoughts of complete boredom. I know that medicine is not supposed to completely change, the way you think or any problems you have, and you have to do the work, and I do, and I have. All I'm saying is that before, when I took Zoloft for about a year and a half, I don't remember, is that it really helped me. I felt a lot better. My anxiety went way down. The obsessive thoughts are coming back. And then one day I just realized it. I'm like, wow, I'm doing a lot of my compulsions that I used to do. Like, that's super annoying. So I was wondering why I felt like drained, towards the middle of the day. I'm like, why do I feel like this? Besides, of course, I just had a baby like a few months ago. But it's not that. It's that I'm doing a lot of my compulsions again that I had worked on and were just gone. But I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just tired. But I really think that I have received all the benefits that I'm going to get from Zoloft. Another side effect that I did not mention before is dreams. Now, I am really good at lucid dreaming, going into your dreams, like kind of changing like what's happening in it. But since being on Zoloft, I have no control of that. And the dreams are not scary or even intense. They're just annoying and boring almost. They're just weird. And I just wanted to get out of there. Like, I used to be able to, and I'm not. And just like, same thing just going over and over. It's like a time loop. There's a good and a bad side effect when it comes to appetite. My appetite is not that high, but the thing is, the foods that I do eat that usually are really exciting or make me feel good don't give me that joy anymore. Just I know some people don't have this, but when you eat something like a really good piece of chocolate cake or whatever you like your favorite food, it's still satisfying over time. I've always had that, but then lately it started tasting like just nothing. Without serotonin, you're not going to feel the dopamine that people feel from, life's little things that happen or occur or whatever. And the Zoloft increased my serotonin. Like I said, I was feeling good, but now it's just not there. So why stay on a medicine that you feel like it's not helping anymore? I've done a lot of work without the medicine that I feel like I don't need it as well. But after reading so many different reviews on Reddit, watching YouTube videos of people that tried to stop Zoloft, it looks very extreme. Horrible withdrawal. Not like an opiate withdrawal. It's more of a mental thing. They said it's extreme depression, crying, brain zaps. What else is it? Well, let me just tell you some of the things I experienced from not taking it at the same time one day. And I'd asked the doctor, she's like, yes, you have to take the same time every day or your body feels that withdrawal right away. And I didn't know that. So I missed it by probably 6-7 hours. And I didn't realize it. So later on, my mom mentioned, she's like, did you take your medicine? And I said, no. I'm like, oh my God, that's it. I was wondering why. I felt very confused. I felt kind of like floaty, like I was floating through the day. I was driving and it just seemed very unreal. Like it was really like one of those derealization moments that I've had before, but this one was like pretty intense. And then I never knew what a brain zap was until I experienced it. It does feel like electrical shock in your brain. It's weird. Like reading it, I'm like, what does that even mean? But it means that feels like a shock in your brain. Not that it hurts, it just feels off and like something's not right. And it took about 2 days for me to feel normal again. And people that have stopped, that's been on it long term, say it takes sometimes years just to feel better, to not have that really bad low depression from getting off of it. So there's like a taper method that the doctor will, go through with you, and possibly I won't feel those side effects and possibly you won't or whatever. But if I just notice it after like 6-7 hours of not taking my dose, I'm sure I'm in for like a real treat, when I do stop this. But like I said, I don't want to stay on a medicine that I'm not getting benefit from anymore just because I'm scared of the withdrawal. I put it off long enough. And if I start feeling that bad that I need to come back on it, then I'll just do that. But it's just not sustainable for the rest of my life. Zoloft will help, not will help, it has helped me a lot with OCD, and it helps people with PTSD, depression, anxiety, anyone that has low serotonin, all those disorders are related to that. So if you feel like you want something to make you feel better sooner and you don't really feel like you're ready to put in the work, then start with the medicine. Some people aren't going to have that motivation to do the work because they feel so down or their anxiety is too extreme that they're fatigued mentally by the end of the day. If anyone's gone through like the Zoloft withdrawal, go ahead and like put it in the comments or anything. Just let me know how it is, or if you just started taking the medicine or if you've been on it and like what you're taking it for. I'm just curious. Like I do go on Reddit to talk to people. Bye.